Are you kidding me? Oh, it's so troll, dude. I lost so much time. The notable. Also the venom dragging me. The venom drag screwed over my volatile kill on the shaman. Changed chapter. That sucks, bro. Do a regular red X for a little bit. Oh boy. That. Probably could have skipped this. Be dead here. Do a regular red X for a little bit. It's gonna be a really slow raid. slow. But, well, it's like average-ish. Honestly, for having to red X for an entire P3, that's pretty good, actually. Got really unlucky in the Blood Fury RNG. A lot. These stabs. Somewhat similar boat. Like 30-ish fangs and like 20-ish light bearers, only 3 staffs as well. Worst part is that those are staffs I shared with people. Not even my solo ones. You make the bone dagger work at Kephri. Join you in a second. So it doesn't work at the very first hit unless you basically have a teammate that hits it first. So this is set 1, obviously the ranger and the melee spawns. When Kephri is essentially getting up from this set, like waking up, that's when you go for it. Bone dagger spec. Get up. That's when you go for it. There we go. Simple as that. If you do it too late, like let's say now, you won't get the guaranteed accuracy, so it might miss. Well, it probably will miss. Better than BGS? Yeah, for sure. Overly draining is like not even down. It's already better with overly, I mean without overly, for Kephri specifically. Not for like Babo or Zebak, obviously. You actually have a little bit of accuracy there. No problem. copy the setup basically exactly as this. Use a meme weaver too. I love the webweaver. I had a really bad monkey roam today though. Got memed by a venom. Screwed over my volatile drag. Yeah, even if like you're not summoning thralls, I find it to be worse. I love how I kind of like safe spotted these two agiles here. There. Gonna bump me a little bit here. Taking a light bear. Oh, it's a yellow Garrus. Have you used Death Charge instead? Death Charge, you'll definitely have it. Because if you adrenaline for the spec, you know, you'll 50%. That's some, I don't know if you're using overly draining or not, but you'll have 50%, and then Death Charge kind of carries you the rest. Which allows you to actually have 2 yellow Garrus for P2. Use Death Charges. If you don't use Death Charge, you have enough for 1 yellow Garrus, and then at the very end, go Sceptre spec or something. Misclicked. Oh my god. I always mistime that. Yeah, I feel like the Lightbringer just for that. Lightbringer, Lightbearer, just for that is really overkill. I wouldn't personally bring it. I think it'd be fine. convinced this actually does nothing. Holy shit, splash so much with it on. Having a non-existent ranged weapon kind of sucks. Probably should have skipped that, to be honest. Wow. Badly. Don't need to leave if I hit zeros. Spooky. Thank you, Thrall. I appreciate you. Thrall's not gonna hit a hit? No, they do not. Do not. That is my worst Akka in a long, long time. Probably like my worst one in like 50 kills. Crawls don't count, and if you hit a 0, it won't count either. Both are... Oh, my adrenaline's gonna run out. Yeah, they used to count. Or use a scepter. Well, it's a cursed scepter, not damn runs. Because damn runs doesn't have a spec, so make sure you have that distinguishing. Or 400, probably not. It's not really worth the time save at like a 400. Maybe like a 470 plus or 450 plus becomes a little bit more significant. Like Zebak here has a lot of HP in this kind of raid, so I get a lot of value off it. But if it has like, you know, like 700 less difference, I personally wouldn't run it as like a 450 or something. When you can do it anyway, it's still not bad. If you have extra space, why not, right? Doing it around, yeah. Chillin'. Like if you just have a lot of extra space, then yeah, like, why not? I'm also hoping you're like, instead of using a scepter, using like a DPS spec like Voidwaker or something to make it more worth it. Because if you're not gonna spec at all, then like, yeah, use the scepter. You should also spec. Any luck so far? No, just started. Yeah, just like spam a bunch of Voidwakers, you'll be fine. It'll be slower than using a scepter, but is a scepter worth the space? IMO, not for like 400. Using shadow. Back. Had a little bit of a micro DC. Don't worry, the raid's fine. But Scepter kind of does it all, you know? It's fine to use Scepter for most things. Like you can use the Scepter at Baba. You can use it at Kephri. So not really a great need for it. If you want to use Scepter as a decent substitute, that's fine too. Very similar performance. Main use for BGS is like to lower the defense of Warden if you're ranging it, but if you're gonna use Shadow, it's not very relevant. You just end up having kind of like a core whacker. If you're in a team, you don't want to just like settle for a Scepter defense reduction, because that's only really like 10 or 12 instead of a 20, which is why you would rather have like a BGS or a Bone Dagger. In a solo, you know, you can settle. Possible T4 Warden phase duo. E4. Not what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by T4 Warden. It's phase 4 Warden, they're something like that. Click on one redhead, make them all go away, or I don't know what that means. Sorry. You must elaborate on your request. Yeah, you can skull skip in teams, but it's pretty terrible. I wouldn't do it. We're talking about skull skip, I wouldn't do it. That's also P3, not P4. Don't BGS a Void Waker, where's it worth BGSing? Anywhere pretty much where you're ranging, other than Akka. It's gonna be Zebak, Wardens. Baba's also huge, so Baba, Zebak, Wardens, P3 and P4. Obelisk BGS is also really good. Those are like the premier places to use BGS. For Kephri, you'd rather just spam Void Wakers. E4 definitely, if people are using ranged. I wouldn't skull skip the two people, it's because the duration that it takes for the skulls to actually pop is like really long. So you end up wasting a lot more time than you would in a solo. It's also easier to do it in a duo anyway, so it's not like there's any risk of someone messing up. You have like 1.5 to 2 times more time than you do in a solo. Like if you have to wait like let's say 4 seconds in a solo, you're gonna have to wait like 7 seconds in a duo. That becomes a lot less worth it. Yeah, I mean it's in a solo, so solo's different. It's like worth it / equal, so you could just do it. It's easier and you have less time like to work with anyway, so like there's a lot of like good arguments for it, assuming your raid level is like good enough to justify it. But then in a team it's just like weird. Oh, I don't have spec. And I missed. No. No. I would just hit the skulls, like, it doesn't really matter how bad you or your setups are. The skulls don't require gear, you know? If anything, if your gear is as bad as you say, you should not be skull skipping, because you're gonna be dealing with wardens a lot longer than you should be. And you should be, you know, like running a time invocation at lower invos, definitely for sure. Like your DPS is, no offense, really bad at the boss with your gear, so you just need to like get in and out of those raids quickly, roll as many purples as you can quickly, and try to get a fang and get so you can have some respect for DPS. Although I'm not sure why you would do raids with a fire staff, smoke staff. You know, use like a trident or something. Dragon crossbow, something like that. Dude, I'm struggling with new Baba puzzle. The easiest way to deal with it is to, if you're gonna use a blowpipe, can't pray mage, keep your bandos on, or your armor, your melee armor. That way you kind of solve the combat triangle, because you're praying mage against shamans and mages, and then your bandos are protected against the range of melee. That's like easiest way, the newbiest way to do it, is to do that. I tried it out in a 540 off stream and it was fine. You still take some chip damage and you get smited a lot, but it's not that bad. If you see volatiles on the map, pretty much drop everything other than like solving the puzzle, you know, like repairing the pillars or the vents, and use the volatiles instead. Don't worry about your... Normally I would say, you know, like back in the day you'd be worrying about your tick up time with your weapons, especially the blowpipe. But after trying out with the volatiles a bunch, I think setting up volatiles saves the most time out of anything. And then once you're good at those, you can worry about your tick up time in between, you know, volatiles. Like if you're not using the volatiles at the end, you're losing like 20 seconds probably. If you're not using them mid-wave, you're losing consistency at the least. And potentially time. Because I think once players get really experienced at it, we'll be able to like start using volatiles on like 2+ things always at a time, and it'll just be worth it. 64 magic, why are you here? Go level up a bit. You're 64 mage. Gonna be very sloggy. I use Bone Dagger because Bone Dagger has 100% accuracy if I use it correctly. He just has like half accuracy, if not worse. Because all the bosses also have a huge defense reduction, like floor cap. The BGS hitting a bigger number than the Bone Dagger functionally means absolutely nothing. BGS hitting a 60 is the exact same as a Bone Dagger hitting a 20 in terms of defense reduction. Which makes high invo Bone Dagger just way better. Yeah, I would say your account is... I mean, you can theoretically raid or like get carried, but that's not really you raiding, that's you kind of just coming along for the ride. I would probably just train to the point where you can do the raid yourself. Because it sounds like right now you're just, no offense, just like scaling up the raid. Your account is not really in a position to do damage. Don't get me wrong, you want to do it anyway, you go nuts, but... If you guys are doing like entry road raids, you're not realistically gonna see a purple for a really long time. But I think it's a waste of your time to raid this early. At least get to like Dragon Crossbow and like Trident, so you have some like DPS, like there's like a threshold where your DPS like skyrockets up, having these better items. At least get there before you like start raiding. That's not a bad thing either, you know, like you want to train up your accounts to get to the point where you can do the raids. Raids are supposed to be like scalable endgame content. No need to rush at it. So slow. Like, you know, the reason there's a lot of reasons people recommend like 75 ranged and like 75 mage is because you get access to the blowpipe and the tridents. And those are like skyrockets. The DPS. Like 78 prayer theoretically for like rigor and stuff. That's not the right staff. Info for hunting purples. I mean, that's an opinion, right? I'll be honest, that sounds like a very opinionated thing asking about, because some people are like, oh, I got my fang at like 150, you should just do it. But I don't know what statistically like the answer would be to that. Like 150 is like the literal threshold for like realistically getting anything. But really don't want to use 150 as an example. Dude, are these chins alive? Anything? I don't feel like they're doing anything. That was an okay one. Like, I personally, if I was making a new account, I probably would start at 300, but that's because I'm very experienced at the raid, and I feel like I could do that with like an abyssal dagger, and like a dragon crossbow. I would do 300s, but like, you know, like an inexperienced player probably stops at like 200. Tbow or Shadow first? If we're talking main account who just wants money and doesn't matter where they're going, it'd be Shadow for sure. But Tbow tends to be a little bit more diverse. I still recommend Bone Dagger, or only for high invo. Only for high invo, personally. Like, you want overly draining, and you want the bosses. Pretty much want overly draining, which is only a high invo thing to like want to have. I would never run overly draining personally until at least 500. You can probably make an argument that it's a neutral at 450-ish, but is it really neutral if there are invocations that are just better? Like, when you have a bunch of other positive invocations to have, why would you go for a neutral invocation? Would be my argument. I'm gonna tick behind, so I'll just go in early. Oh, sorry about your question, Adrian. I didn't see. Doing some 400s right now. What do you think about stepping up EGS for Sceptre? Because I have not many staffs, not many range switches for Tbow. I would say that's a good idea, yeah. Just remember to use your Sceptre at like Baba and stuff for the defense reduction. It has more value than a Void Waker. That's a decent Baba. I think the only exception for Bone Dagger I would say, like, you for sure want is if you're doing team raids, having a Bone Dagger for Kephri is really good. Because in team raids, right at the start, you can let someone else attack and then you can Bone Dagger spec. And immediately everyone gets the benefits. In a solo, you have to wait until after the first dung. Not the first dung, the first set of Overlords. Managing the Baba Balls is kind of different. Yeah, for sure. Like, if you're using blowpipe and you poison it, which you can't really tell when you're gonna do, then you're gonna have to pray mage against the shamans when they're maging you. To watch out for getting smited. One dagger P++? Hell no, I will never poison my daggers. Never. They look crisp and clean as they are. Throw can't hook me up with a 2? Come on. Yeah, I would just, if you're a little bit newbier at the room, just keep Prey Mage on and have your melee gear helping you out. You're still gonna get like, you're still gonna have to focus the shamans though, because they're gonna smite the hell out of you. Nice, good Bone Dagger. So Shadow over Tbow if you have 99 range, 91 magic. If you train your magic, SMH. But yeah, probably. If we're talking ToA, maybe not in general. Or then again, maybe you need the Shadow to train your mage. You need the XP. Yeah, medic? No, absolutely not. I would never subject myself to torture. It's not efficient for money raids anyway, since it takes so long to deal with them in solos. I would never have it on. Oh my god, I didn't move. Ow. Should probably, like, train a little bit, though. I mean to click that. I would lost a tick or two there. It'd be very odd to have enough money for a shadow and not have 99 mages. To be very frank. It's very weird, man. I respect it. We have our agiles nice and clumped up on the left side. We will prepare the chinny chonkers. Those NPCs use their southwest tile to determine. This is Kephri's southwest tile, right here. There is. This is his Kephri southwest. These guys, when I shoot them like that, when I throw my chins like that, will actually also hit Kephri. Super nice. Your clan calls you a credit card warrior. Got him. No counterplay. ToA is so OP. Training mage has never been faster than before though. Do it with Slayer. You have ToA, you have Eladinus Ward, although you will need a prayer for the Eladinus Ward. Which is cheap to also train anyway, because one wants Superior Dragon Bones. All botted. And then you also have Virtus on top of that, and the Magus Ring. It's a lot of damage we didn't have back in the day. Yeah, and 90 spin. You could also use the regular ward, right? So. Probably isn't worth it to get the ward if you can buy a shadow anyway. It would just be for Necreals, and it's just a 2.5%. I'd probably just train with a regular ward, use the money on like Virtus or, I don't know, Magus Ring, for example. Then you can always do like Necreals with Virtus, because Virtus is a bigger difference. You're training mage on Necreals. Get a shadow to give all of chat 5 mil. How about that? I'm a little greedy with that moolah. I already split my shadows with my teammates, you know? Splitting with chat 2 SMH. Will look like I made out of money? Maybe, but... Oh, hit me. Oh, nice. What's the GP profit look like for this grind so far? I think I probably profited like 7 bill. had about 10 bill when I started ToA, and then I probably lost. No, I think that's actually about correct. About 7 bill. A lot of the items were sold when they were more expensive. I did end up wasting them on things that didn't work out. Like I bought a massive stack of dragon darts. Like 1,700 each, I think. They're like 800 now. Oh, oof, that didn't work out. Somehow people, even though dragon darts are below 1k, will still refuse to use them. It baffles me. Scales are a third of what they used to be, dragon darts are a third of what they used to be, and people won't buy them. I really didn't think that would proc. I thought it'd be like 0.1%. What do all the upgraded versions of the Partisan do? I'd probably just ask you to look at the wiki on that, I'll be honest. I don't want to explain all 3 of them in depth. Blue is more damage to bug. Red is more damage when spec. Yellow heals, that's all I can say. If you want an in-depth explanation and exactly how much, when, I'd probably ask you to look at the wiki. It's too much to say. Yeah, except for Rosanis. Can I hit? Please? Please? Oh, I corrected that click. I was about to click into the fire. Oh. I didn't click fast enough for the 118. Can't you thrall his final phase? Yeah, I did. I already had a thrall. I had a melee thrall prior. I didn't bother resummoning. I had a melee thrall from when I was banging Akka earlier at the end, so I just used the same one. I need to resummon there. Oh my god, I didn't adrenaline, I forgot. I missed. Oh. See you guys next year. I'll take another century. Minus, what, 25 seconds probably? Oh my god. You know, statistically, it only upgrades your accuracy like what, percent, less than 10%. I feel like my accuracy is like cut in half. Ecliptic, good luck on the VG3. I give you an offering, Zebak. May my accuracy be swift. Please. Did I miss this? Yeah, it makes the waves bloody. It's so cool. Did you ever see a red wave like FFA? When someone messed up bad. Bone Dagger health sources and mage defense now. Mage rolls off for most monsters in the game. Mage will not roll off defense. Will roll off magic level and magic defense. Minutes. Long, arduous grind right there. DPS is pretty good. not really even a reason for me to really do that, by the way. I can clearly get away with just tanking that 45. Considering I'll have 50% more spec. Second orb always put you to 1 HP. Yeah, as long as I rapid heal and... Like, it hits 45 and I have 46 health. If I had less than 45, I would die. It doesn't put me at 1 if I'm at, like, 5 HP. Because I planned it out. I tanked specifically to 75, and then I put on rapid heal to regen 76. To be exact, it always does 45 or kills you. It's 30 HP. The second orb actually does 30. It does 45 and 30. No Librarian? Yeah, no. I mean, I would use Librarian if I was using DDS. Or didn't have overly draining on. In which case I would have DDS. Because I have overly draining. DDS isn't really worth it, so I'm using Alter Ring. The extra poke damage. How many times for Blood Torva? I think 150-ish. I bought 140 to 150-ish, somewhere in that range. I didn't check the exact number or count. I paid for only 110 of them, at least. I already had some orbs for my grinds. Sure, Vardorvis for me was the hardest one, or like What's the rap name of your name stand for? It doesn't stand for anything. It's an aluminum foil brand. Thanks, Wardna. Appreciate it. Good luck on your runs. Drops. Hey, finally. Been a while. I'll take it. Some money. Cool noise. Oh, look how bad the Zebak is. How bad that warden is. The rest is okay. Oops, ate that angler early. Speaking of which, get more anglerfish. Running low. Must replenish anglerfish. He doesn't fucking replenish. Would it be worth doing Sandy when maining ZCB? Yeah. ZCB is pretty good. You might be a little annoyed at the end though. What I would recommend if you have ZCB actually is hopefully you have like Void Waker or Claws to help you out. Is use one spec on the ZCB but not more. And then when you're at the end, last like 100 HP, 200 HP, dump all Void Waker specs instead. I wonder if this is a thing I could do as an experiment. Dang. I wasted a lot of time trying that out, but I wanted to do it for science. Somebody's gotta do it, right? And get all of those rangers. Because if you dump all Void Wakers right away, you're gonna be very sad. Or ZZB. I don't need to kill this shaman actually. These rats walking in tandem with each other. I kind of scanned on that damage, webweaver, but it is what it is. Oh, I also wasted like 20 seconds with that first lure. A way to mute these annoying monkeys attacking you. Yeah, you can use the annoyance mute and find their sound ID, but I don't know what it would be. Is Bone Dagger or BGS better at 420? BGS, because you don't want overly draining in a 420 raid that's super troll. Because you don't want overly draining, BGS would be better. I messed up, but I was not punished. They're gonna be dangerous. Need to do a third step under. Oops. need to do this extra red X, but whatever. I was like, why is my DPS so low? I only hit a bone dagger for 6. Doing 365 solo comfortably with a Bofa setup. Is it worth trying to push the 400? Yeah. It might not be initially if you're dying, but long term, yeah. That knows the sound ID? No. Visual sounds is the best way to find the sound ID, but I think Jagex nuked it and plug into the ground because Leviathan. That's so slow. Holy moly. Holy schmoly. Would you just no help needed or dehydration instead of on the paths? If we're talking, well, you should, in my opinion, you should have walk the path on. Or do you consider those two options? But assuming you have walked the path and you're talking about Path Seeker, Pathfinder, yes. For sure, no help needed / dehydration are both way better to have instead of Path Seeker, Pathfinder. Path Seeker, Pathfinder is like a I want to go into / past 400 kind of thing. Raid is like so much harder with these guys juiced up to 4s than when they are 3s. Or like 2s, so like definitely no help. Dehydro is better. If you're gonna go dehydro, you should be already going no help. And then just going double power. If you're running no help needed, you're gonna want turn off acceleration, ancient haste soft. That's like a Bofa setup thing. Yeah, you could do that. You could turn off ancient haste, or you can leave it on and go bandages. I personally would recommend going bandages. Bandages are good in tech. But for someone who has a sun cares and is running a dehydration setup, doesn't really matter. Bandages essentially make P1 Warden's deal no damage because the bandage just heals the same amount by the time you kill it. And then because bandages are 2-dosed, that means you'll also have like an extra bandage to use at P2, which makes, you know, the 1 ambrosia and the 1 brew a lot more forgiving. Invo doesn't matter on hunting jewels, so if you really want just the sun, do 0. But in my opinion, it's best just to do your best money raid. Like if I didn't have Sun Jewel, I'd probably be stuck at like 450 or something. Unless I wanted to like sweat my ass off and do like 500s with, you know, no sun. Is there a way to color different types of boons? The range green, the melee red, for example. Called radius markers, but I have a revelation, a somewhat baffling revelation. The melee is already red. The green range is already green. And the blue is already blue. Mage is already blue. I'm a fan of trying to keep the clients like both very functional and try to cut out as much visual noise as needed. Like I've been considering getting rid of these. You don't really need these either. The only reason I really have them is because I like squares. Oh, you know what bothers me when someone does this? I'm like, bruh. I gotta tag her. I'm like, she's already a square. That shit bothers me. How do I untag it, please? Why can't I untag it? Now I'm mad. No! Ow. Let me untag it. Oh no. Oh no. Where is Kephri? Or I untag Kephri. It's doomed. Oh, the shift click option locked. What do you mean the shift click option locked? me confused. Why is this guy highlighted? Maybe you misclicked on one of the shift click options you need to change. Maybe. Dang. Now I'm gonna have to do like a puzzle room just so I can untag Kephri. I hate level 4 Akka so much. I miscounted. Oh no! Deserved. What the heck am I supposed to do with this gear setup? I think something like that. I'm an ancestral down there. You always have plenty of prayer left over. Any tips on reducing prayer usage? Do you not pray in certain rooms or something? Well, with Shadow, you can get away with not praying augury at some places. Like Akka's the biggest one. Otherwise, you can use like the blue pyramid at like wardens. Zebak, if you're gonna mage it, definitely you want to use augury though. For rooms that the defense doesn't matter too much, such as Zebak or Kephri, you can also lazy flick your offensives. Offensives drain twice as much prayer than the defensives, so there's always more value if the defense doesn't matter from having it on to lazy flick like piety. Or, you know, like at Kephri, you see me always lazy flick piety. That's gonna hurt. Damn, I did not use that volatile correctly. Ah. Messed up. Messed up again. It sucks. Half health. We're feeling arrogant. Blast these guys for some free points. The Elodinus ward is good DPS, especially if you don't have like Ancestral. But I'll be honest, I assume you're asking that, and you're probably ranging Zebak or Warden or something. I believe that would be a somewhat safe assumption. Under that assumption, the mage switches aren't that big of a deal. Like when I was doing the 400s, I had BGS and I didn't bring a DPS spec. I would probably try to bring a DPS spec. Like Voidwaker, BGS. I should probably use my thrall on. So. That last bit was slog. Absolute slog. I personally wouldn't bother with the ward personally. It doesn't save that much time. If you're like doing team raids, you typically have a little bit more space and consume less supplies still. So if that's the case, then yeah, you might as well have it, but don't know how, but Kephri's not tagged and I'm happy. This is the last thing I can do before I have to bone dagger. A 0? I know that was on time, so I'm pretty sure I just hit a 0. Well. Russian. You might recommend Ranger Trap in 400s. Well, if we're talking base level 400s, you shouldn't even have Overlords on. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even have it on. Better things to have on, like neutral. Half Invo's on. No, if we're talking Path Seeker, Pathfinder, not those either. You're supposed to have like no help needed, no help needed, hardcore, time invos, you know. Basically a lot of other better things. struggle even with need less help. Well, I can see your problem. You don't ever run need less help either. Need less help is the most troll invocation, one of the most troll invocations in the game. It's a noob trap. Need less. It's best to run a no help and then take off on a diet. That is far superior. Exact same amount of points, and you're guaranteed to have 2 bandages. Bandages are essentially 200 HP, so that can help you through P1 or P2 or both, or P3/P4, whatever you want to use them on. And that's the exact same amount of points as need less help. A lot of people have diet on from, like, you know, as a default, because it's what people tell them to put on. But try having diet off and having no help on, and you're gonna find really good results. What does Blood Torva do look? Exactly, it looks fire. What else would it do? You've been basically doing 2 Ambros and not using bandages. Yeah, but you won't get 2 Ambros and need less help either. So try, yeah, no help. It'll give you 1 Ambro guaranteed. You save that for P4. And then, yeah. No help plus diet. That'll give you the extra points to get to 400s. 29 400s try, solo and duo. Unlucky. 2.5 times rate. Or more under, depending. I have a video of it on my channel. Yeah, there's a 400s video for both a user / Fang. You don't need a sun cares to do it either. Don't need dehydration. I run a 35 timer, but you could run a 40 timer. It'd be at 395. It's like 400s Bofa or something. Have I lost me marbles? I think I've lost me marbles. What did I do there? What's the order? The second time I died of memory. Oh, I just clicked late. Okay. I didn't lose me marbles. I just clicked. I just had a brain fart of my timing, I guess. Okay. CSC. That's okay. I don't know why I thought I had an extra tick. I thought an extra tick to work, and I blew myself up. Not memorize run. Twice to memory today. Losing our touch. I actually like the Baba and Monkey room. So that helps a lot. I don't use light bearer now. I have overly draining on, so it's not really worth it. I don't know if I have enough time to do that stab. so fun. This is why I unironically like Monkey Room now. Oh, misclicked. Look at these guys wreaking havoc. $21 damage. Jeebus. My collection log. I'll show you in a bit. In the chat right there. Do a 6-tick cycle here. Oof, it's gonna be a 3 boulder. About average. Which order do I go in? Always Baba, Kephri, Akka, Zebak. Never changes. Any max? How much max here of Infernal Cape Torva gets plus max it over Bando's face card? Probably 2. Probably 2 max hits. Remember that the altar ring is 12 strength though, so that would be 3 more. You're looking at 18 strength more. Usually there's gonna be 3 max hits. Oh, I guess Infernal Cape too, so it would be 22. Yeah, probably 4 max hits. Or including the altar. 4 or 5, yeah. I don't know. I can hit 51 max with Fang. Fang is weird because it doesn't hit the true max, so it's a little bit harder to calculate. Hit 51. All you need to know. And if I'm poking the core of Rapier, I can hit 58. You just buy Altar Ring before Torva. Overall, yes, but the thing is, if we're looking at ToA, which I assume you're interested in because you're watching a ToA stream, Altar Ring is only really good if you're planning on pushing overly draining, which is only good when you're at least at 500, in my opinion. So, like, if you're not gonna run 500 plus, I think you're kind of like wasting the money. Unless you're planning on using the altar for, let's say, like Inferno or something. Not Inferno, TOB or something. But for ToA, the altar ring is like a 500 plus kind of technology. Not really worth it otherwise. Somewhat niche. There's no rush to upgrade the melee gear, you know? Like, it's not that big of a deal anyway for ToA. If you're not doing... If you're doing like 400s, right? Full Torva and Altar don't really make much of a difference over Lightbearer Bandos, to be honest, in terms of like raw speed. So I feel like you could be better spending your money better elsewhere. But, you know, it's not the boss of you. If you want to spend your money on something, then yeah. That's... I messed up bad. Actually, how bad is this? This could be worse. This could be worse. This is not the worst. Could be worse. Most certainly isn't gonna work out the way I originally wanted. Won't be able to point stack him. And Kephri at the same time. Level 4 Akka again? Come on, man. Alright, if it's gonna be level 4 Akka, I should learn my lesson and not smash my pickaxe for the extra minor time save. Because I might need the spec for a sun in case to mess up a DPS check. Don't want to skip. He was use light bearer. I mean, it's not that bad. It'd be worse. I normally transition that a little bit differently, but with the DPS check right there, I wasn't willing to step into the quadrant that early. Get burned. I just transitioned brute force way. How's it going, future self? No one saw that. Little incident there. Gotta go to work, but not before 1 to 2 toes. Nice. Squeeze him in. Didn't mean to block one of those blood barrages. I did not mean to tank that much range later on. Never purple. I'm getting better at taking no lightnings. I'm gonna take a bit of a break, guys. I'm gonna go eat, and then I will come back and do some more raids, probably. But it might be probably later at night, 10 or something. Could have banged out a few of them. Thank you for tuning in.